Have you ever felt that the life you're living, the name you answer to, the roles you play, the memories you cling to, is only part of the story? What if your identity, as you know it, is an illusion? A story crafted by fleeting thoughts, temporary experiences, and societal labels. This might sound radical, even unsettling, but it's a truth worth exploring. You were never born in the way you think, and you'll never die. In this video, we'll challenge the deepest assumptions you hold about yourself. Together, we'll uncover the timeless, boundless awareness that is your true nature, something far greater than your ego or your past. Through profound metaphors, practical insights, and a touch of mysticism, we'll embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. By the end, you'll see life not as a series of disconnected events, but as an interconnected dance of universal laws and divine power. What lies beyond your identity? What truth have you been too distracted to see? This is your invitation to look deeper, to step beyond the ego, and to awaken to the infinite. If you're ready to question everything and embrace your cosmic awakening, let's begin. What if everything you believe about yourself, your name, your memories, your accomplishments, is merely a story? Imagine this. From the moment you were born, you've been given labels, your name, your nationality, your roles. But are these truly you? The video challenges this conventional belief, urging us to see that identity as we know it is a construct. These constructs, while useful in society, create an illusion that we are separate and finite. This illusion blinds us from recognizing our cosmic awakening and the timeless, boundless nature of our true self. Think about it. Your name, as meaningful as it seems, was given to you by someone else. Your memories, vivid as they are selective and shaped by perception. Your individuality, though celebrated, is shaped by societal norms and expectations. But when you sit in silence and reflect deeply, can you pinpoint where you truly begin? The concept of spirituality reminds us that our true essence transcends these labels and exists beyond the constraints of identity. Let's take a practical example. Think of a candle flame. Is it defined by the wax or the wick? No. It's the flame itself that holds its essence, untethered to its container. Similarly, you are not your external identifiers. You are the eternal flame, connected to the universe's secrets and divine power. This shift in perspective allows us to begin our journey toward higher awareness and self-discovery. This realization isn't about rejecting who we are, but about seeing beyond the surface. For example, your roles, parent, employee, artist, are simply waves on the ocean of your being. They rise and fall, but the ocean remains infinite and unchanging. Recognizing this cosmic truth brings us closer to higher consciousness and aligns us with the universal flow of cosmic energy. The idea of breaking free from the illusion of identity can feel unsettling, even uncomfortable. After all, we've spent our lives building our sense of self. But consider this. What if the very idea of self is what keeps us from experiencing true inner peace? Meditation is a powerful tool for exploring this. Through mindfulness, you can begin to notice the space between your thoughts, where the real you resides, unchanging, limitless, and profoundly connected. As you begin to unravel the layers of identity, you may notice a sense of freedom. When you realize you are not bound by your achievements or failures, you start manifesting abundance, not from effort, but from a deep connection to universal laws. It's like stepping out of a costume and feeling the liberation of being truly yourself, beyond roles, beyond limitations. This journey isn't just about awareness, it's about alignment. When you no longer cling to the story of me, you align with the natural flow of life. Opportunities, relationships, and even challenges are no longer threats. They're simply waves in the ocean of your being. This is the essence of spiritual growth and enlightenment, where the ego's illusion dissolves, revealing the vastness of your existence. But this is only the beginning. If identity is an illusion, what are we at our core? Are we individual waves or the infinite ocean itself? In the next section, we'll dive deeper into this metaphor and explore the profound truth of our interconnectedness with the universe. Imagine the waves of the ocean, constantly rising and falling, shaping and reshaping themselves. Each wave appears distinct, with its own form, movement, and energy. But what happens when the wave crashes? Does it cease to exist, or does it simply return to the ocean? The truth is, the wave was never separate from the ocean. It was always part of something infinite. This is a powerful metaphor for our existence. While we often see ourselves as individual waves, we are in essence the vast and boundless ocean itself. Think about your daily life. You wake up, go about your routines, experience joys, frustrations, and everything in between. These moments feel so personal, like waves rising and falling in your mind. But what if you paused and asked, where do these experiences come from, and where do they go? The practice of mindfulness reveals that beneath the surface of these waves is a still, infinite ocean, your true nature, unchanging and eternal. Here's a practical way to explore this concept. The next time you feel overwhelmed by emotion, close your eyes and imagine yourself as the ocean. See your thoughts and feelings as waves that rise and fall, but don't define you. This visualization taps into the cosmic truth that you are not your experiences. You are the awareness holding space for them. This understanding aligns you with cosmic energy and opens the door to higher consciousness. Let's take this deeper. Imagine the interconnectedness of all waves in the ocean. No wave exists independently. Each one influences and is influenced by the others. Similarly, we are not isolated beings but part of an infinite, interconnected reality. Recognizing this brings a profound sense of unity. The law of attraction thrives on this principle. When you see yourself as connected to everything, you naturally align with the flow of abundance and universal laws. But why do we cling to the idea of separateness? The wave may fear crashing, believing it will disappear. In the same way, we fear losing our sense of individuality, clinging to our stories and roles. Yet when the wave returns to the ocean, it doesn't vanish. It becomes whole. This realization is a gateway to spiritual growth, helping us transcend the illusion of separation and experience true freedom. Consider this. When a wave reflects the sunlight, it sparkles with brilliance, but its beauty comes from the light, not the wave itself. Similarly, your brilliance comes not from your individuality, but from the cosmic awakening within you. The more you connect with this source, the more your life reflects its divine power. It's like letting the universe shine through you, effortlessly manifesting abundance and harmony. Recognizing that you are the ocean, not just the wave, shifts your entire perspective. Relationships become more compassionate as you see others as reflections of the same infinite source. Challenges lose their sting as you understand they are temporary ripples in the vastness of your being. Meditation becomes a journey of returning to your true self, not seeking something new, but remembering what has always been. As you contemplate this truth, you may wonder, if we are the ocean, why do we identify so strongly with the wave? What creates this illusion of separateness? In the next section, we'll explore the role of the ego and how breaking its grip reveals the eternal essence of who we truly are. The ego, that voice in your mind that claims ownership over your thoughts and experiences, often feels like the core of who you are. It whispers, I am my achievements, my failures, my possessions, my emotions. But what if the ego is nothing more than a story, a fleeting, ever-changing narrative you've mistaken for your true self? Breaking free from this illusion is a key step in awakening to your infinite essence. Consider this. Have you ever reacted to a situation and moments later wondered, why did I say or do that? That's the ego at work, shaping your identity based on fleeting emotions and conditioned patterns. It clings to labels like success or failure, fearing anything that threatens its fragile sense of self. But the truth is, the ego is not you. It's merely a construct built on thoughts, memories, and societal expectations. When you step beyond it, you discover the higher consciousness that has always been there, untouched and eternal. To understand this, try a simple exercise. Sit quietly for a few moments and observe your thoughts. Notice how they come and go like clouds drifting across the sky. Now ask yourself, who is observing these thoughts? That silent awareness is your true nature, vast, unchanging, and connected to the universe's secrets. Recognizing this creates a shift, loosening the grip of the ego and revealing the divine power within. The ego thrives on comparison. It constantly measures you against others, creating a sense of separateness and lack. But when you realize that the ego's judgments are rooted in illusion, they lose their power. For example, instead of thinking, I'm not good enough, you begin to see this thought as just another wave on the ocean of your awareness. This perspective aligns you with the natural flow of cosmic energy and frees you to live authentically. Breaking the illusion of ego doesn't mean erasing your individuality. It means understanding that your individuality is like a mask, a role you play in the grand drama of existence. Imagine an actor who becomes so attached to their role that they forget they are acting. The ego is that role, but your true self is the actor, limitless, free, and connected to everything. This realization is the foundation of spiritual growth and enlightenment. One of the ego's greatest tricks is convincing you that you must control everything. It creates a constant loop of worry and striving, keeping you trapped in its narrative. But what if you surrendered this need for control? Practices like meditation and mindfulness teach us to let go, allowing the universe to guide us. When you stop clinging to the ego's demands, you make space for manifestation and abundance to flow naturally into your life. The journey of breaking free from the ego is not about battling it, it's about seeing through it. Imagine holding a glass of muddy water. If you stir it, the water stays murky. But if you let it sit, the mud settles and the water becomes clear. Similarly, when you stop engaging with the ego's stories, clarity emerges, revealing the truth of your existence. But if the ego is an illusion, what remains when it dissolves? Is there something eternal and unchanging beneath the fleeting thoughts and roles? In the next section, we'll explore awareness as our true nature, the infinite essence that lies beyond the ego's illusions. At the core of every thought, emotion, and experience lies something profound: awareness. It's not the fleeting chatter of your mind or the roles you play in life, it's the unchanging presence that notices it all. This awareness isn't something you have, it's something you are. When we recognize awareness as our true nature, we begin to see beyond the transient and step into the infinite. Take a moment to consider this. Right now, as you read these words, there's a part of you observing. This observer is silent, still and unchanging. Thoughts may come and go, emotions may rise and fall, yet the awareness that notices them remains constant. It's like the sky, always present, regardless of the clouds that pass through. This recognition is the beginning of a cosmic awakening, where you reconnect with the timeless essence of your being. One practical way to experience this truth is through meditation. Sit quietly and focus on your breath. Notice how thoughts arise and fade, yet something within you remains steady. That something is awareness. As you deepen this practice, you'll realize that awareness is not limited to your body or mind. It extends infinitely, connecting you to the universe's secrets and the flow of cosmic energy. Awareness, unlike the ego, has no agenda. It doesn't judge, compare, or fear. It simply is. Imagine standing in a storm. The ego fights the wind, clinging to safety, while awareness observes the storm with calm acceptance. By identifying with awareness instead of the ego, you unlock a state of inner peace and freedom that isn't dependent on external circumstances. This is the essence of spiritual growth. But awareness isn't just about detachment, it's also about connection. When you recognize awareness as your true nature, you begin to see it in others as well. The same infinite presence that flows through you flows through everyone and everything. This realization dissolves the illusion of separateness, fostering compassion and unity. It's as if the boundaries between self and other fade, leaving only the interconnectedness of the awakening journey. Consider this analogy. If the ego is like a wave, awareness is the ocean that holds all waves. Waves may rise and fall, yet the ocean remains unchanged. Similarly, your experiences may shift, but the awareness witnessing them stays constant. This perspective allows you to navigate life with greater ease, knowing that your true essence cannot be harmed or diminished. Awareness also holds the key to manifesting abundance. When you operate from a place of awareness, you align with the universal laws that govern the flow of energy. Instead of striving and forcing outcomes, you tap into the natural rhythm of the universe, where opportunities and resources flow effortlessly. It's like rowing with the current rather than against it. But if awareness is our true nature, why do we often feel disconnected from it? The distractions of modern life, the stories of the ego, and the busyness of the mind all cloud this realization. Yet, just as the sun is always shining behind the clouds, awareness is always present, waiting for us to recognize it. The question is, are you ready to see it? And when we do see it, what does this realization mean for how we live, love, and connect? In the next section, we'll explore how recognizing our interconnectedness leads to true freedom, peace, and compassion. The moment you recognize that your true nature is awareness, something remarkable happens. The illusion of separateness begins to dissolve. You start to see that the boundaries you've always believed in, between you and others, between you and the universe, are not as solid as they once seemed. Interconnectedness isn't just a philosophical idea, it's a tangible reality, one that can transform the way you experience life. Imagine a forest. Each tree may stand tall and distinct, yet beneath the surface their roots intertwine, sharing nutrients and support. Similarly, while we appear as individuals, our essence is deeply connected to the infinite flow of cosmic energy. This realization is freeing because it shows that we are never truly alone. The universe is not separate from us, it's within us, and we are within it. A practical way to embody this interconnectedness is through acts of compassion. When you help someone, you're not just benefiting them, you're also nurturing the larger whole that you're a part of. It could be as simple as listening to a friend or offering a small kindness to a stranger. These moments remind you that your actions ripple outward, touching lives in ways you may never see. This is the power of divine connection and manifesting abundance through unity. Interconnectedness also brings a profound sense of freedom. When you let go of the idea that you are an isolated self, the pressures and fears tied to individuality begin to fade. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself or compete with others because you see that their success is, in a way, your own. This understanding aligns with the law of attraction as it shifts your energy from scarcity to abundance, opening you to endless possibilities. But interconnectedness isn't just about freedom, it's also about harmony. When you flow with the natural rhythm of the universe, life becomes less of a struggle and more of a dance. Challenges still arise, but they're no longer viewed as obstacles. Instead, they're seen as opportunities for growth, ways for the universe to guide you deeper into your awakening journey. Meditation and mindfulness help anchor you in this flow, allowing you to navigate life with grace. Consider how this perspective changes your relationships. When you see others as reflections of the same awareness that flows through you, conflicts lose their intensity. Instead of seeing differences as threats, you begin to view them as diverse expressions of the same universal truth. This doesn't mean agreeing with everyone, but it does mean approaching interactions with greater compassion and understanding. Recognizing interconnectedness also redefines success. It's no longer about accumulating possessions or titles. It's about how deeply you can align with the flow of life and contribute to the greater good. This shift in perspective is empowering. It liberates you from the ego's endless striving and replaces it with a sense of purpose rooted in spirituality and higher consciousness. Yet as freeing as this realization is, it's not the end of the journey. It's an invitation to live from a place of awareness, compassion, and unity. The question is, how will you use this understanding to transform your daily life? The answers lie in the steps you choose to take next, as you align with your infinite essence and embrace the boundless potential of the universe. Your journey doesn't end here, it's only just begun. Today you've stepped beyond the illusion of identity, seen the wave for what it is, and glimpsed the vast ocean of awareness that lies within you. But what will you do with this understanding? Will you let it transform the way you live, love, and connect? Imagine a life where you're no longer bound by the ego's stories, where you see challenges as ripples on the surface of your infinite being, and where compassion flows naturally because you recognize the same essence in everyone around you. This isn't just a dream, it's a reality waiting for you to embrace it. Take a moment to reflect. How can you bring this awareness into your daily life? Maybe it's starting a meditation practice, journaling your thoughts, or simply pausing to notice the space between your emotions and the awareness that observes them. These small steps can lead to profound shifts, aligning you with the universal laws and manifesting abundance in ways you've never imagined. If this video resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who's ready to explore their true nature. And before you go, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our growing community of seekers on the path to enlightenment. Remember, the journey of awakening is one we walk together, each step bringing us closer to the boundless truth within.